Alright, so the year is 2019. I started back talking to this guy that honestly I should never have started back talking to. But me being me, when I find something a mystery and or mysterious, I just can't put the book down. I can't not solve a puzzle. And this person was a puzzle. It was like over the phone, through text, whatever. The vibes are vibing. In person, it was just like, wait, like, what is this? And so, but that wasn't enough for me to stop talking to the person. So, boom, it was bad from the start. Let me say that. Like, you wanted to ignore this or that, but like the insecurities were booming from the get-go. And I should have listened, but what God say, like, you gonna learn one way. God didn't say this, but you're gonna learn one way or another. And in this one, I chose to learn the hard way. So buckle in. In this relationship, just imagine you post a video of you singing Rod Wave, and then the first comment that you see is, "Oh, who you singing this for?" Or, "Oh, that's what we on." Somebody cue Rod Wave, Hard on Ice. I can literally. So I stopped posting me singing songs. Or imagine me posting a regular story to my Instagram story, and we get into a heated discussion or an argument, and the first thing that is, and you on Instagram trying to get attention from these niggas, or, oh, y'all know I love to overshare. And when I was an undergrad, I really used to make a lot of videos like talking about my walk, like with Christ, like things I was going through in general. And I remember he was just like, "And you posting those videos and stuff, da da da." Like, he had an issue with everything that I did, and it was just like all the stuff that I was doing, I did before. Like, you saw all these things, and still quote unquote wanted me just to get in my life and have an issue with every single thing. Oh, let's not mention that if I were to go out with my friends, it was always a thing of, and when you go out with your friends, you look better when you go out with them than when you go out with me. Y'all, that caused me to be so, like, it stemmed, or it created so much self-doubt. Like, I would be looking at my outfits and I'd just be like, does this look good enough? Like, I remember I text my friend Bree, and I'd be like, "Friend, do you think this is cute enough? Like, would I wear this if I was going out with y'all?" Da 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 da. And I'm just like, girl, what? Like, what? So this caused me to post way less just to avoid an argument. This caused me to second guess myself every which way, every turn. Swear to you. Like, it was so bad that I never knew when he would just get my phone and just go in, and like, when I was like, if I was sleeping, I literally wake up to him just looking at me, like just waiting for me to wake up so he could say something. Oh, I remember this one time vividly, as like vivid as day. I woke up. I wake up, y'all. I go out in the living room, and he's literally just sitting there on the couch waiting for me to get up on some type shit, on some, what is this and what is this and da da da. Mind you, we're not together. We're not together. We're not together. So he's going through my phone. I stole my phone, first of all. And I mean, went off, y'all. It was this whole thing. And this was December 2019. And which led me to changing my phone number. The phone number that I had my whole entire life. I'm one of those ones, like, I just can't be the one that did wrong, or like I didn't want to be the one that messed up. Let me say it like that. So I felt like I had to make it right. Like, y'all, I felt so bad. In spite of how I was being treated, I felt so bad. Like the piss poorest person in the world. And so I changed my number. I changed my number. The number that I had my whole entire life. And so like he made me block all these people. Mind you, now he's not doing none of these things. He's not changing his number. He's not blocking nobody. It's just me. It's all me. So yeah. Like my best friend, I have a guy best friend named Jalen. And it was at one point like I had to identify his name in my phone as best friend, because every time like he would call me, he would like side eye it or something on some, why he calling you? This is my best friend. Like, you knew this before any of this. So like I'm like confused, like, oh my goodness. So like it became, I was like scared to have like talk on the phone with my friends like while I was at his apartment, because I didn't want anything to be misconstrued, and then that turned into a thing. When it came to texting people, I always was like self-conscious about texting my friends, because just like, oh my god, like is he looking, like is he reading? Oh, pause, let's fast forward to when we initially started talking to undergrad. I let him borrow my iPad. This is my first time having an iPad, and I linked it to my cell phone. I was not thinking, y'all. And so like he like was seeing all the stuff I was saying, and like the whole thing, y'all. And that was a whole big ordeal. So ever since then, I'm just like, oh my god, what if he's looking at me texting? Da, 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 da. So what did I do? I would only talk to my friends about it either in person or over the phone, but I know for a fact like you cannot hear me, like and it honestly brought a rift in my friendships, because at one point like I stopped going out with my friends, because it was always like it became, even that became a deal, like an ordeal. It was cool if we went out with his friends. Mind you, the friends of his that I did meet, I love and respect to this day. And that's one thing, and maybe I'm not gonna say that. One thing I am grateful for. Like, love them to death. If they ever see this, they know who I'm talking about. Period. Now, that's all I got for it. That's all I got to show for it. Like, they're kick-ass friends for sure. But so like from that, I barely was going out with my friends, because it was, oh, you going out with because you're trying to see somebody, or you doing this because of this. Like, y'all. And I allowed all of this. Because in my mind, it was like, it was better. At least somebody wanted me. And let's be clear, I've always been that girl, like always. But for whatever reason, I was in such like a vulnerable place, and like a weak place. I made excuses for all of his piss poor actions. It was like, oh, okay, boom. It was he was in hella bitch DMs. I'm talking about hella girls, y'all. Like DMs, text messages. When we was on a trip in New Orleans, why is he sending a girl pictures that he took while they were like while we're out of town together? You're sending pictures to a girl you had sex with. Mind you, I got sick on this trip. So while I'm sick, laying next to you, you're sending news that you took to it. Yeah. And when I found this out, mind you, this story is all over the place. I'm so sorry. Mind you, just follow me. Mind you, he was about to graduate. Me and one of his mutual friends was throwing a graduation party, because her fiance was about to graduate, and they are line brothers or whatever. And so I literally sucked it up and continued planning the party with my friend for him. Yeah, yeah. Is it too late to get a Stupid Girl of the Year award? Huh? Tell me. Because let's call it what it is. Dumb as hell. Dumb as hell, and he screamed, "Girl, you need some love." And not to put my issues off on anybody, but I had not dealt with my daddy issues at the time, and it was very, very apparent because I was accepting slash tolerating bullshit. Literally. Literal bullshit. Now, was I all right in this situationship? No, but nothing that I did warranted the amount of BS I went through. I allowed myself to put up with. Like, I remember one time we was driving down to Jacksonville. He had asked me a vague question, so I'm answering it. This man called me a bitch. He called me that in my face. In my face. It was this another time. What were we doing? It was this another time. I was planning a surprise party, celebration for his birthday, and y'all, he got mad because I did not post him. He got mad because I didn't post him. He got so mad that this man like cussed me out. And then like on the ride home, I was so freaking, like, honestly, let's say how it is, scared. I was petrified. And so when we got back upstairs to his apartment, I was kind of like semi like gathering myself so that I could dip first thing in the morning. I went down there with the notion that this is it. Like, if this weekend goes bad, this is it. You will never see me again type shit. We left that place and I'm just thinking to myself, like, this is it. Like, never, never, ever again. This is it. And so we got back to the apartment and I was so scared. He was drunk and oh my goodness, I was sitting there and this man like got in my face. Like, this is literally a wall. I'm on the wall, but like in the corner because the door was right here in the corner. And like he was like in my face type shit. He was just like, I can't say to the person. He was like, mind you, I hadn't talked to this person for months at this point, so it was like, what the fuck. I think because I didn't post him, so he felt like that's why I didn't post him, because I didn't want another person to see or something. He was like, you think about this, you so in my mind I'm just like, what could I do to get this man out of my face? Like, what can I do to get this man out of my face? So what did I do? I had passed out. I literally faked pass out. And I mean, I held my breath. I held my breath. I did everything. That shook him up a little bit. He got a little scared when I passed out. Clock it. Give me a trophy. Period. So after that happened, I text my mom. She didn't know nothing. She still don't know nothing. If she see this, that's when she'll know. I text my mom and I was just like, call me, text me bright and early in the morning. Da, 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 da. I slept with my phone in my pants. I slept with my phone in my pants. And technically, I didn't even go to sleep that night. I was on edge because if you would get in my face, and on another occasion, this nigga literally drugged me across the floor. Nah. And so that's actually the last time I saw him like face to face. But we were still like in communication. And so what really did it. So fun fact, my very, very first time flying was to Houston for my I think I was turning 22? My 22nd birthday. I think I was turning 22. And so at first, I think him and I don't know if we were supposed to go somewhere together or what, but basically I was like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm going with my friends. And I bought my flight, everything. Like, I was not bullshitting. Like, it was time to live. And at that point, I was over it. And so when I told him my plans, when I tell you livid, I mean livid. And I did not care anymore. I didn't care. I was just like, it is what it is. If you're mad because of this, then you just gonna have to be mad, babes. Sorry, not sorry. And I went on my trip, had a blast. He sent me a dry ass happy birthday message, and I do mean dry. Once again, did not give a fuck, because at that point we were over, done with, finito. And that's it, guys. That's the final. It's one thing to have discernment. It's another thing to listen to that discernment. So in 2025, let's stop doing it for the plot and let's put ourselves first.